All right, good evening. I am Diver Dave. We're back in the dive lab, and this is a very impromptu dive lab session where I'm just going to work in the dive lab this evening. I'm trying to get a couple of things done. Number one is I'm testing out a new wireless mic to see how it works. Number two is I've got my main technical dive light, which is a Big Blue. I think this is a 5200 TL5200P. It is one of the dive lights that I have. I love this light. I actually moved away from a cabled Orca D630 to a sort of separate tech light. I actually rented one of these down in Cave Country down in Florida. Shout out to the Dive Outpost. And after renting one of those, I really, really liked it. So I thought, hey, I wanted to make the investment. So, but up until now, it actually came with like a bit of a flimsy rip wrist mount, which I did not really like. And so I ended up, thanks to KDS, finding a Goodman handle setup from Big Blue. And so if I put that up here on the screen, you can see that is a Goodman handle. So we're going to attempt to sort of work out here in the dive lab and get it on the dive light, and let's see how it goes. So nothing exciting going on in this video, very impromptu. I don't really have an agenda other than to say I'm hoping to get that Goodman handle on that tech light. So let's see what we got. Obviously I've got to cut a bunch of these cable ties off, so we'll start there. Always handy to have a nice small set of flush cutters, and we can talk about that maybe later of why flush cutters are necessary. I'm making a mess in the dive lab, of course, but that's pretty typical. And that should be enough to sort of get that off. Let's see. All right, so we've got our Goodman handle. We don't really need the Allen key because I have my own Allen key here. And let's see if we can somehow get this onto the tech light. So we've got our Goodman handle. We'll switch over on cameras. We've got the Goodman handle, and it should mount right up until this base right there, if we can see that. So that's the plan. We'll see if we can get that working. And who knows, maybe we have someone pop in and say hello. That would be pretty cool. So get rid of that for a sec. I probably could have captured this a bit better in terms of getting that captured. We'll put the screws there. I mean, this is not going to be an exciting video tonight, but it is a test of a few things. So now that we have the base away, let's see if we can somehow get that mounted onto. So if we look at this, so now we have this base. There we go, that base. And we've got to somehow get that mounted onto there. So it looks like this actually fits nice and secure right in there. And I guess we probably don't need the light on. So I'm assuming this will go in there. And we have not tried this, so this is, we'll see how this all works. And of course, we drop the Allen key. All right. We had to do a search and recovery on the Allen key. We're going to just give that a nice... All right, so if we take a look, that base is now pretty secure on the mount on the light. And now it should be a matter of putting this back on. I'm hoping. I guess we could just take that off to make our life easy. Right. So that would mean we're doing it this way. So we'll put one of these screws in there. This is where we pray it all works. I've been looking forward to having this Goodman handle for quite a while, actually. So, yeah, this should be pretty cool to have. It was nice just having the single ender, but it was always a little bit of a pain to sort of handhold it. And when I'm doing some cave diving, I think I'd like the Goodman handle. This is unfortunate because the older you get, the more powerful your glasses needs to be. I remember being able to get to do this without glasses back in the day, and unfortunately that is no longer the case. Just hand tight those down. And now we're just going to put our... So if we go back to camera 2, now we've kind of got... We can get the focus going. There we go. We've got the camera mount, or sorry, not the camera mount, but the light mount and the Goodman handle mount sort of almost there. Now it's just a matter of switching our Goodman handle back in and then putting our resistance knob back in place, I would hope. And let's see how that works. All right, so there we go. That's pretty easy. Gotta like the Big Blue setup. Everything works fine. And it looks like I might have that. Oh, I can actually move that to a different side. So I might want to move the thumb mount. So this is, if I switch over, there's a nice little thumb loop there. Which is hard to get the focus in. But anyway, there's a nice thumb loop there. That'll be pretty nice when I have dry gloves on. But all that to say is now I have a nice Goodman handle. Becomes very easy. And then when my light is off, I can then simply clip it to my D-ring and be ready for deployment. So that's not bad. That's pretty good. I mean, hey, no set agenda, no editing, no nothing. So gotta love it. Unfortunately, we didn't get anyone to come say hello, so I don't know where everyone is, but I mean, don't they know that we're live? But after all that, we got a dive lab session in. We've got the Goodman handle put in place. It's installed. Can't wait to try it. Now the ice has to go away, or maybe I put all the dive gear in the truck and it's time to head down to Florida. But all that to say is practice hard, dive safe. Take care.